Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Slumber Party. Wow, we've already got a full chat loaded. I've already got 8 requests for cards already. And I just started, so this is going to be fun tonight. Um, hello, and welcome. So nice to see everybody here. And let's see. Just to give y'all a quick rundown, as of right now, I have Snapdragon with an Oracle card, Jana with a nice card, Marbie with an Oracle card, Brena with an Oracle card, Kay with an Oracle card, Linea with a nice card, and Dakota with a question card, Oldwin Walker card my choice, and Elaine of SASSY card. I couldn't think of the word. Oh my God, I went blank. So, as you can see, we got quite a few already up and running here. Um, yes, starting next month, every third Saturday of the month, Ramon is going to be my co-host for the show for the evening. So that's going to be fun because we love reading together. And he tends to be a night owl like me, so that helps. It's better than getting somebody on here that's going to make me fall asleep too. Um, okay, adding Edward, adding Rose, and I am doing much better. Um, Started my third round of antibiotics yesterday, and I told the doctor, I said, "You think this time we're going to get it?" He says, "Let's hope so." So at this rate, I think he's as bewildered as I am. I can't seem to get rid of this crap. My grandmother called it the creeping crud because it creeps up on you and it makes you feel like crud. So that's what she called it. And he was like, "Yeah, they should make that the official title for this." I said, "Works for me." Um, let's see. Alrighty, I'm trying to stay ahead of the chat, except when it like does a giant jump like it just did. Wow. Um, okay. Good. I'm glad I sound better. Uh I have moments of coughing spells when what did he not do today, Linda? That's the better question. Um no, Rose, I did not. I'll look for it. And oh hey Arwin, I hadn't seen you in a while. Um a nice card. Okay. So anything, I've got a really good family physician. He's fairly young. When I first started working for the university, as soon as my insurance kicked in, I started calling around to find a doctor. And there was a doctor's office full, several doctors there um, that were just around the corner from the university. And actually, my mother's regular doctor was in that same group. And so I called and they were like, "Well, we have a brand new doctor that just started. And so, yes, he's taking new patients." So I said, "Well, good, sign me up." So I have to admit, I've kept him on his toes. He's like, "It's never dull when you come to see me." I said, "Nope, you got that one right." So anyhow, yeah, I'm looking for Rose's update. Yeah, it's this head congestion with the cough and the runny nose and the scratchy throat. Like I'm not gravelly enough as it is, right? Got to add that on top of it. And then, uh, gotcha, Arwin. Um, And then this past week, I started running a fever. I was like, okay, well, that's new, but it's not COVID. They checked. I'm good there. It is not influenza. So it's oh, I forget what the other one is called. It's like a corona virus. It's airborne, but it's not on the surface. That's the difference between like a coronavirus and a flu virus. Is a coronavirus is strictly airborne, whereas a flu virus survives on surfaces as well as being passed by air, but it will survive on surfaces for up to 48 hours. So let's say somebody has a flu, they cough in their hand, they touch a doorknob. The next 10 people that touch that doorknob now have those germs on their hand. And if they're not washing their hands right away or using hand sanitizer, or if they touch their face or, anything like that, boom, they get sick too. And that's how it passes so easily with the flu virus, is because it lives on surfaces as well as airborne. So eventually, maybe we'll get people to realize that it's not a political statement to put a freaking mask on your face if you're not feeling good, or if you have low immunities. I mean, come on. How stupid can you be? Let's see. All right. Jenny, you and Marbie, take the cake for your politeness. I always look forward to whatever y'all are putting in there. For those of you who know Mel Dorr, the Alasha psychic, is home from the hospital. He came home Thursday. We had a little impromptu birthday party for him on Linda G's channel this afternoon. So if you didn't catch it or hear about it, you could go look up Linda G's channel and watch it. We had a lot of fun. I thought he was going to burst into tears several times. He just couldn't get over all of the wonderful messages and stuff that he got, and that all these people showed up to wish him happy birthday. He was like, "This is the best birthday I've ever had." So we were like, "We're just glad you're with us to share it." So that's the most important thing. And so he's home. He's doing better. Still has to take it easy and be careful. He had a hole in his colon, and that's not good at all. In fact, the doctors told him had he waited another day or two before going to the ER, he would have been dead. That's how bad it was. So, we all fussed at him and said, "Okay, you can't be scaring us like this." So no, there are different antibiotics every time, Windwalker. Because, you take one round and it doesn't do the trick. Taking another round of the same antibiotic is not going to help because your body's not processing it for whatever reason. Yeah, I'm not coughing quite as bad as I was. But when I do cough, I cough a lot. So, oh, cool. Where'd it go? I just saw it. The cat and the chat just jumped on me. Holy moly, it jumped high too. Wait, now I gotta back all the way up. Well, thank you, Sandi. Wow, holy moly. I mean, the chat really did jump. I was going to share this with y'all. Maureen got an angel number for us, 1111. Don't know what that means, but I know it's good. Yeah, so this go round with all of this mess is just like 2 months of this. I'm done. You hear me? I'm done with this. It's like it's time to be. Yeah, there's a new a new flu bug that's going around that the doctors just haven't quite been able to get a grip on to adjust medications for it. So we should have a vaccine for it by next year. So it's just letting it run its course and do its thing and deal with it the best I can. And then I had my foot swell up last weekend and thought I had broke my foot because that's what it felt like it did when I did break my foot years ago. Looks like what happened, though, was my doctor had changed my blood pressure medicine. And when he changed me to this new medication, it took out the water retention medicine out of it. And so he thinks that's why my foot and my ankles started swelling up real bad. So I'm back on water pills for a couple of days, see how it goes. It didn't swell up any today, so fingers crossed that's all it was. Yeah, respiratory infections are the worst because they get in there on your chest and they just wear you down. I mean, completely. A norovirus, yeah, that could be what it's called. I get the names mixed up. So let me see. Yeah, you're right, Edward. What's going around is really nasty stuff. So just be careful. If you got to go out in public, wear a mask. If people look at you funny, just cough in their area. Cough in their direction, and they usually back up and leave you alone. At least that's what works down here. I just pull my mask off, and then I cough in their face, and then they freak out. I'm like, well, you're the one that had an issue with the mask. I was trying to protect you. Oh, okay, Rose. Okay, Rose's dad is now at the local VA. So he's been admitted to the VA hospital. Is that what I'm understanding? So y'all definitely keep Rose and her mom and dad in your prayers. And then I don't know how many people know Cardamancy Mesquite. Angela is her name. She's an older lady. She's been doing this since Jesus was born, just thought. She's been doing it a long time. And she kind of like disappeared from view. I knew she was getting some surgery, but I wasn't hearing anything. I wasn't getting any messages back to emails I was sending. Finally connected with her tonight. She's doing much better, although the surgery was a lot more intensive than they originally thought it was going to be. But for whatever reason, Gmail's been like screwing with people's emails. And so our emails were just not getting to each other. But she's in recovery. She's home and recovering from major, major back surgery. So y'all just keep Angela in your prayers as well. And let's see here. All right. Hi, Bora Bora. I'm trying to get to the bottom of the list. Hey, Arlene. And yeah, the cat's all over the place tonight. She's driving me crazy. Just hope she doesn't jump on the desk or the camera's going to go flying. And she did that earlier when I was on for Mel's birthday party. She tried to jump up behind the computer because it's open to the room. And instead, she knocked the camera down. So I had to jump up and go rescue the camera, put it back up. And so let's see. Chicken noodle soup. I'm so sick of chicken noodle soup. I can't even tell you. And orange juice. If I see another bottle of orange juice or another bowl of soup, I'm going to lose my brains. But yeah, the swelling's gone down. My foot doesn't hurt anymore. And so that's some good news. At least it wasn't anything breakable, because I have broke my foot before and it was not fun. All right, and my internet has been wonky as hell for the past week. I don't know what's going on, but it's driving me nuts. Either things slow down and it takes forever for something to load. It feels like the old dial-up service. Or else it jumps and freezes and unfreezes. So there goes the cat again. Well, Rose, keep us updated, baby. Let us know what some of their final decisions are. Well, hi, Sue. I haven't seen you in a while. And yeah, we've got Mercury retrograde and eclipses and all this other crap going on. So it's like no wonder everything's wonky, but just a heads up in case I disappear. Either, we got hit with a bomb, or the internet just went out. Who knows? All right. Holy crap. Okay, we got 26. So I know it's early, but until I can until I can catch up. Mods, y'all just help me keep that. If anybody comes in after this point wanting to do cards or reading, just tell them I may get to them, I may not. So we'll have to wait and see. So anyway, there was something else news-wise I was going to share. It's gone. I don't know what it is. All right. And, I know what I had wanted to do before I forget. Bear with me just a minute. All right. I guess it may be a little late now, but everybody can hear me okay. No problems there. So, Kimberly, I will try to squeeze you in, darling. I can't make any promises, though. I don't know, Elaine. All right, so I got this up. And all right. Here we go. Let's see what happens. I just gave out 5 memberships. Don't know who it's going to go to. It's the algorithm picks. And so we will have to wait and see. They let us give away 10 memberships a month for like 1 month free. And then if you want to keep it, you just renew. And if you don't, you just ignore it. And it ends. So, and for those that are members, I want to double check. Where's my calendar? Married underneath stuff, of course. Good. I want to do our live stream for members only. I haven't done it yet this month. My apologies. But I'm thinking of trying to do it next Saturday afternoon. So for those of you that are members, if that's a good time, let me know. Or we could do it early Sunday afternoon, like 1 o'clock-ish, noon, 1 o'clock, or a little bit later on Saturdays. So I'm good with either time. I saw that rose. That was hilarious. I saw that. I started laughing this morning when I read that. Leave it up to King Chuck. At least he's got a sense of humor about it, you know. That's a good thing. King Charles does not like Donald Trump, and he's let that fact be known. Back when Biden was in office, the Queen Elizabeth could not stand Trump, and when he went to the official state function in his first term, of course, all his kids decided they were going to come too, thinking that they were going to be able to go right in and, you know, party with the rest of the royals. Nope, they were not allowed in. They were like, no, sorry, you're not invited. So that kind of got their knickers in a knot. And but when he was there, before the Queen died, of course, during his first term. And when they were doing the stroll around the gardens and stuff, you know, and of course the military is there, her special guard and everything. And well, according to British royal protocol, you never, ever, ever walk in front of the monarch. Never. Unless you're taking a bullet for him. That's not happening. You take a step or two behind them, or you walk abreast, you know, side by side. Like cut in front of her to walk ahead of her down the road. If anybody ever decides to go pull up that footage from back then, the look on her face is like, you best be glad that she doesn't still have the power to say off with his head. Because I have a feeling she would have done it. The Queen loved the Obamas. Absolutely. Because if y'all remember when they went to their first event and they were going in to some drawing room for this event, and as you know, this procession that they make down the hall, and everybody has to line up in certain order. Of course, they've got people there to tell outsiders, you know, where to stand, what to do. And during the course of the morning, the Queen had become very affectionate with Michelle. And at one point, Michelle was standing next to the Queen. Now, the guy with the camera was behind him, okay? And it showed Michelle put her arm around the Queen's waist, and then the Queen put her arm around Michelle's waist. Oh, my God. People went ballistic here. They, you know, oh, she's just caused, you know, a major event because she touched the Queen. It's like, well, the Queen had been hugging on her all morning long. So I think at that point, she felt like it was okay to hug back, you know. I mean, hell, William and Catherine kept George up past his bedtime so he could meet President Obama because he's going to be the future king, you know, when he grows up after William is gone. And so it's like, it's not every day that you have royals that will keep their children up past their bedtimes. And it's been known that Princess Catherine is very strict about the children's schedules, you know, and that they adhere to the right kind of schedule, that they allowed George to stay awake to meet the president and the first lady and to thank him personally for the gift, because they had brought him a wooden rocking horse for him to ride in his room. And so, yeah, that was like a pretty, yeah, that's right, Rose. I remember that. Michelle had given her a brooch, and when Dumpy was there, the queen wore it. And so, over the years, I never really much thought about the king and the queen and all that crap. I didn't really care. And then over the years, as I got older and started watching the way Queen Elizabeth did things, it was like, oh, she has got a really sharp little sword that she sticks into people when she's ready. And so it's like, I would not want to have been on her bad side. Which video, Bora Bora? Which video are you talking about, babe? Are you talking about the one with the queen? I don't know. You'd have to go back and look at some old video footage. Probably from like MSNBC or CNN or something. Yeah, she had all kinds of little ways to signal her people that enough is enough. And it was time to move on. So, all right. Well, we've been talking for 30 minutes. Let's do some cards here. See who we got. Now, members go first. Then donations go second. And then everybody else. We try to squeeze everybody in. So, first member up tonight is Jana, who would like a nice card. Okay. I've got Wisdom of the Hidden Realms is the name of the deck from who did that one? Colette Baron Reed. That's who did it. JW put it in. I'd already closed questions. I will try to get to it. I can't make any promises, but I will try. But put it in there, and I'll start. And if I can squeeze you in, I will. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, Spirit definitely has a sense of humor here. As we randomly were sitting here talking about the Queen of England, Jana asked for a nice card. And what's the first card I pull up? The Ice Queen. That's funny, y'all. It says, ideas preserved, not action entitlement. It says, the Ice Queen has come to block your movement for your highest good. Let your ideas be preserved until later. You can thaw them out and use them at another time when they will best serve. It says the realm of the Ice Queen is the place of non-action. And now is a perfect time to take a look at how far you've come and ask yourself for a reclarification of your highest goals. So basically, what they're saying with this is take a step back, look over everything that you've been working towards your goal, and then recalibrate from there, is basically what it's saying. And that's good advice for anybody and everybody. Absolutely. So I hope that resonated with you, Jana. Okay, let's see. Marbie is next with an oracle card. Okay. And I want to make sure Okay. We're going to move now to Wisdom of the Oracle. Another Colette Baron Reed deck. I didn't even realize they had pulled 2 of her decks. I really like her cards. She has some really good cards. All right. See if I can shuffle these a little bit. Oh, this is a good card. Let me find the... All right, Marbie. The card I pulled for you is called Mending. And it says forgiveness, making amends, healing after arguments. It says each time we are hurt and allow the hurt to pass through us without understanding and integration, we accumulate an unwanted burden. This keeps us chained to the very things we need to heal: the pain, the memories, the echoes of resentments, etc. Now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds, and letting go of the old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now is the time to forgive, to release, to make peace, and to make amends to others. Set yourself free. I like that message. That's pretty good. Alrighty. Okay, let's see here real quick. Make sure I'm not missing anybody or anything in here. Yeah, Samantha, I see you and a couple of the others. I did already close questions. If I can squeeze your card in, I will. Okay. I will do my best, but I don't know how long I can go tonight simply because I'm still taking all that medicine and it's like makes me kind of fuzzy headed. But all right, so let's see here. Next up is Kay, who is a member, and she would like an oracle card. Alrighty. I'm just playing musical decks here with the oracle cards, going back and forth. Let's see. So next up, we've got Edward Kenneth and Rose Blue. Those are the next 2 in line for a card. That way, y'all know you're coming up. Oh, that's a cool looking card. I've had this deck for a while, but I don't use it a whole lot. Every now and again, it's like I'm being told to take it out and use it. So, all right, Kay, I pull for you the Wise Woman of Wonderland, Integrity and Compromise. And it says, this card brings integrity to thought, word, and deed. She lets you know that as long as you're in the flow of honesty and being true to your word, she keeps you under her protection and care. When she appears as your ally, she signals a time when honesty pays off, yielding greater dividends than you expected. You'll be thankful that you remained faithful and loyal to your path. She reminds you that compromise isn't always an option. Stay true to yourself first and foremost. Although it may appear that you could lose something as a result, you can never lose what is truly yours. I like that message. That's pretty good. All right. Make sure I'm not. Thank you, Edward. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything important in messages. Thank you, Elaine. We'll see what happens. Okay, let's not count our chickens before they hatch. We'll play it by ear. Okay. And so, who did I say was next? Edward was the next. That's who it was. Edward is a member. And so, I just want to make sure. Okay. A sassy card. We're going Rebel deck, baby, all the way. I know when Ramon was on with me last week, he was bummed because he didn't have any naughty cards. So I bought him the Rebel deck and sent it to him. He was like, oh, now I can do naughty cards too. And I said, yeah, they're fun. And, all right. All right, Edward. It's not everyone else's fault. It's yours. You're a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit. And I know you don't do that, but that's funny. Oh, my goodness. Okay, let's see here. Rose is next, as she is a member. A card, please, and thank you. Okay. And okay. You didn't say what kind, Rose. You're getting a listen, bitch. Just because. I think you need one. I know, Edward. That's why I was laughing. I was like, well, that doesn't fit. Maybe it's just a warning from Spirit. Don't go down that road. That's how we have to think of it. Okay, Rose. So, listen, bitch. It says, blurt out your ideas or hold them back and see what doesn't happen. That's actually good advice for anybody. All right. Okay, next up, we've got AZ is Happy is next. And then we have Marine and Winnie Boo. Those are the next two after that. Okay. AZ is Happy. An Oracle card. Let's see. We did Wisdom last go round. We're going to do the other Wisdom this go round. I get the stupid cards to show. The only thing I hate about some of these cards is trying to get them to shuffle. They can be a real pain in the ass sometimes. Especially some of these, some of the Oracle cards, because they're bigger than normal cards. I mean, just to give you a little perspective, this is like a normal playing size card. This is an Oracle card. See the difference? It's a lot harder to, Okay. It's a lot harder to shuffle those. It's like unless you have really big hands, like if you're one of the guys or something. Need to go to 16. All right. All right, AZ is happy. True for you, all that glitters. Don't we wish that was real? I know I do. I just take a handful. That's all I need. I'm not greedy. Just give me a handful. Okay, all that glitters. A need to see beyond the superficial. The desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature. I read that wrong. A need to see beyond the superficial. The desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature. Trying to be something you're not. Chasing after every sparkling new thing. Being mercurial. He says it's only human to want to adorn oneself in trinkets and glitz and glam and bling. Y'all know me, I love bling. It's natural to want to acquire the trappings of status or to deny them as a statement of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it's a fast car, a big house, a title or position, the stamp of authority, or the sparkling of diamonds, though these icons let you know something about a person, place, or thing. Or do they? The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them and how they symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. This card is saying it's time to see beyond the glitz and glam and all of the adornments and look what's under the surface. Learn to recognize the masks people wear and the motives that go with them. Instead, seek someone who's shining their true beauty without all the glitz and the glam. I just like bling, that's all. But it's not like be all end all like it is for some people. Alrighty. Oh, you're welcome, AZ Happy. That's great. I'm glad that resonated with you. Yeah, it's something about the way they make the oracle cards. I don't know why they make them so much bigger, but they do. Of course, a lot of your newer tarot cards today are also bigger than normal playing size cards. So you learn to shuffle sideways, or just different means of taking care of it. Okay, Maureen is next. I would like an oracle card, please. That means that. Okay. Oh, that's cool, Dakota. I never met royalty. Or at least not that I'm aware of anyway. I mean, I guess one could never know. You might meet somebody that's royal and they just don't make a fuss about it and nobody says anything. So how would you know, right? I found this really cool couple of channels on YouTube that covers like the Arthurian tales, King Arthur and the Round Table, and the Knights of the Round Table, and all that, and some of the myth and legends that go with all of that story. And that was one channel that I found just the other day, and it's fascinating, the stories they have. It's like, wow, I never knew that. And then another channel I found was it's more like a history channel, but it talks about all of the royal bloodlines, like going all the way back to the beginning of time, and why so many royals, no matter what country they're from, all look alike. Because basically they all come from the same original family that just intermarried, cousins and brothers and sisters and uncles and nieces and nephews. And it's like, oh my. And you start getting people born with all kinds of weird crap wrong with them. All right, Maureen, I drew for you Cosmos, Creativity, and Vastness. And it says, the cosmos appears always as an ally and never as a challenger. Creativity in all forms is represented by the cosmos. This is a sign to place your attention on creative projects. They will be successful. Remember that all of life is creative, and you're always co-creating with the divine. The cosmos also represents the principle of infinity and the vastness of the energetic exchange of consciousness influencing all living things. Think the force. This teaches us that every intention we set is in fact contagious. Well, that's a good way to think of contagion. With the power to influence others, we're entangled at our deepest energetic place, so we can't help but have an effect on others, from an individual level to a global one. This is a sign to remind you to open up to the well of creativity deep within you and be mindful of your thoughts and actions. Both are influencing your outer world. Most important, keep taking action toward your goals, as the cosmos responds perfectly to manifest your highest destiny. Expect to be inspired and to meaningfully touch others with all that you create. I like that. Wow, Maureen. That's an awesome card. That's really cool. I like that message. Alrighty. Let's see. My head itches. No, I don't have lice. That's always the first thing I think of if my head starts itching. And it's like people are going to think I got bugs or something. Okay, Winnie Boo. You're up, darling. Are you here? I hope so. And Sandy Johnson, you're next. Okay, Winnie Boo says, I'll take a card, any card. You're getting a rebel card then. I haven't done near enough naughties tonight. You see, like this little deck, I can shuffle properly. It's so much easier. It's like y'all can't like make all the cards that size. I guess they have to be different. All right, Winnie Boo. It says, Don't talk to anyone. Don't look at anyone. You need some fucking time alone, and you know why. So take it. Oh my goodness. And that's why I run a disclaimer at the beginning of the show that explicit language will be used. Because I had somebody complain once before to YouTube that I was using bad language when we were doing Naughty Guard Night. And so, I mean, I didn't get in trouble for it or anything, but I got like a little message, be mindful of your listeners. And so I was talking to another creator in another genre from what we do completely. And they said, we started running content warnings at the beginnings of all of our videos so that they can't come back and say, oh, they were talking horrible. They were saying all these words. Well, they warned you they were going to be talking horrible and saying all those words. So it's your own damn fault if you stuck around for it. Which actually makes sense. You're welcome, Maureen. And great, okay. Just making sure I haven't missed anything vital in the chat. I literally stayed away from the news today. Did anything weird happen? Yeah, MLR, you're right. That is, people need to get a life. Yeah. There are some people, their only goal is to see how fast they can F it up for somebody else. Why? I don't know. That's what I'm asking you, Dakota. Asking everybody. Was there any news today? Did anybody do anything even more stupid than yesterday? Except that Bernie and AOC had 23,000 people show up for a rally in Colorado. I'm like, holy crap, man. That's a lot of people. All right, Sandi, you're next. And thank you for the donation. Sandi's also a member. Says having issues with a coworker. A former coworker just got hired as a director in a different state. Will she be able to hire me, and should I move to another state for the job? Okay, Spirit just told me. They're yabbering. Don't jump out of the frying pan into the fire. Make sure everything lines up with no issues. If anybody waffles on anything, don't take off. Don't pack up and move unless you're sure that everything's going to go okay. That's what I'm getting. Okay, let's pull a card. That's just what, the minute I read the question, Spirit started yabbering in my ear. And sometimes it can be annoying as hell. You know what my brother told me yesterday? And I didn't realize that this was even true. But it was like, well, oh, thank you, MJ420. What was I saying? Oh, my brother was telling me yesterday that he read this thing, and now my brother's like a teacher, and he used to work for lawyers, so he's like a stickler for having his facts lined up before he repeats anything. That approximately 1/3 of humanity doesn't have an inner dialogue that runs in their head. I don't know about y'all, but I mean, I talk to myself all the time in my head. Sometimes I just talk out loud to myself, and somebody will walk by and be like, "Who are you talking to?" Nobody, just me. Um, but I also have spirit that talks in my head, so it can be a little confusing sometimes when I hear weird messages, and I have to go, "Is that y'all, or is that just me thinking weird shit up?" So, and they're usually pretty good at answering. But he said, I always thought, this is what my brother said, that everybody had that inner dialogue running in their brain, oh, you need to do this today, or you need to make sure you get bread and milk and sugar at the grocery store. You need to put gas in the car. Whatever it is, we talk to ourselves. I thought everybody did it. I thought the fact that in my family we talk out loud to ourselves made us funny and different. But evidently that's a lot more common than I realized. But he was reading that 1/3 of humanity has no inner dialogue in their brain. Nothing. Nada. Zilch. Zero. It's like, wow, that's scary. I worry about people that don't have anything in their head at all. That I don't know MLR, but that's what he was reading. And it was just some odd thing he came across, and he decided to share it with me. And I was like, wow, that's kind of wild. And I thought we were weird. Because my grandmother would hold an entire conversation with nobody but herself, talking both sides. It was mind-blowing. I mean, I grew up thinking it was normal. Most people probably grew up thinking, what is wrong with this woman? Okay. My. Sandi. First card up, you got the death card. Desire. It says a big change nudges you to let go of the shit from the past. Okay. Then maybe that's what's pointing you into a new job. And then we pull the Four of Pentacles. It's okay to say, hell no. So that's the other side of the coin, right? This one's saying big changes. This one's saying you can say no. And then the last card you got was Temperance. A healing card. It says time to create balance in your effing life. So Spirit's not answering your question specifically, except for what they said in my head. They're telling you there's big changes coming if you step out and take them. But it's okay to say no. And regardless of what you do, just try to balance it out. And do what feels right for you. And let us know how that goes. Because I will be curious as all get out. Spirit's messing with you, huh? Yeah, they're good at doing that. Okay, let's see. Did I have any other members? No, we went through all the members. All right. Now it's everybody else's turn. Snapdragon, are you here, darling? Because you're up. Oracle. Has anybody seen or heard from Snapdragon? Oh, Snapdragon, are you here? All right. You haven't seen her? Her, him, I don't know. All right, well. Snapdragon's here. Yay. Must have been in the other room and had to run for it. I've done that before where I'll have the earbuds in and then I go off in the other room to get something. And then they're calling me and I'm like, shit, I can't get to the computer. So, all right. All right, Snapdragon, I drew for you the Queen of the Light. Illumination, enlightenment, celebration. And it says the Queen of the Light is a beautiful ally and comes into your life to herald success in all your ventures. She illuminates the most important steps on your path and reminds you of your own brilliance. You're intelligent and inspired, and all your needs will be met. Remember that you are the instrument of the divine shining through you on this world. You're on the correct path for your highest good. There you go. Like that. That's a pretty good message. All righty. Hi, Anita K. Let's see. Yes, Edward, yes. Oh my God, you're the worst mother hen. There's not that many left, just a few here. And I should be able to knock these out in no time. Okay. All right. Brena, are you still here? Oh, Brena.
Okay.
Brena wanted an oracle card. Brena is here. Yay. All right. Let us see what we got. All right, Brena. You got message in a bottle. Communication, a sign, a klidon, which is the ancient name for a spontaneous oracle delivered innocently by the speaker, pointing the way to your highest good. Wow. I guess that makes me a klidon, huh? And it says, Spirit sends you signs when you ask for them, when you believe you will receive them, and when you allow yourself to become fluent in the language of symbols, oracles, and omens. They may come to you as a bird flying by, a logo on a truck, and a song on the radio. Expect confirmation that you're pointed in the right direction. Keep your ears open, for someone might say just the right thing that will give you the answer to your question. Today, your message is this: Spirit hears you, and the reply is favorable. Well, can't argue with that, can you? Spirit is here, and the answer is yes. I like that. Yeah, we Cajuns are strong-willed. We're very stubborn people. Oh, my goodness. come on, guys. There's only a few left. We've only been at this an hour. We got a little bit more time. Okay. Linea would like a nice card. Linea, are you here? Oh, there you are. You're here. Yay. MJ, what do you mean itching? What incision? Did you have some kind of surgery or something? Am I like just coming out of a brain fog? I missed that. Honey, I got a back scratcher in every room of my house. With all the nerve damage in my back from when I got in an accident, whenever the nerves flare up, it causes spots on my back to itch, like makes me crazy. It itches so bad. So I have like back scratchers, the little telescoping kind that, you can push them in and pull them out. Every room in the house, if my back starts itching, I got something to scratch it with. So I couldn't live without them. All right, Linea. Drew for you the Camel Boy. Small steps asking for help. And it says, when the Camel Boy comes as your ally, he reminds you that asking for help will bring in the right people to ease the burden of your life. Perhaps a wise person appears to give you advice. Maybe you're moving and suddenly a couple of friends offer to give you a hand with your packing. Or you want information about someone and you just happen to run into his former partner who gives you the knowledge you need to make the decision you've been weighing. No matter the issue, this is a sign that if you ask, you will receive what you need. Synchronicity is engaged when you request assistance. The Camel Boy never lets you down when you ask for help in lightening your load. Now is the time to do so and to expect to get it. I like that message too. We're pulling some pretty powerful messages tonight. Spirit's on a roll, man. Wow. Oh, you're welcome, Celtic Seer. Let's see. All right, Dakota. You're up next, Dakota. Oh, Dakota. Where are you? I know seems like I just saw you in the chat. So you couldn't have gone far. You must be near. Hi, Diane. All right. Oh, that's the words. All right, Dakota's here. Yay. Finding a friend, companion, and love. You mean like all in one person or 3 different people? It could be 2 different questions there. I know what you mean. I get it. I'm just being a smart ass tonight. That's all. Like I said, the medicine makes me a little wonky. Like I'm not already wonky enough, right? Okay. Well, here we go. First card up, 3 of Swords. You can't fix stupid. So I'm not sure if stupid is in reference to the friend, the companion, or the love. Next up, we drew the Hanged Man. See the situation from a new effing perspective. Yeah, go stand on your head and look at it again. And you may already have this person in your life and you just didn't realize it. The last card we drew was what card is that? The Wheel of Fortune. Changes. A stroke of good luck finally fucking arrives. So that sounds like be careful of who you pick for friends, because you can't fix stupid. As far as a companion, look around at the people that's in your life, but look at them from a different point of view or from a different perspective. That person may already be there waiting for you to pay attention. Then lastly was love. Wheel of Fortune, a stroke of good luck, finally arrives. So I see that as a cautionary tale. You can't fix stupid. Try as we might, it ain't going to work because they're stupid. And in a sense, that's the importance of the hangman, is you want to take a minute, okay? Look them over a little bit more carefully. Because if you step back just a little bit, say, let me think about this, you got that good luck coming your way. So just remember, you may be ready for this person to enter your life, but they may not be ready yet to do the entering. So, right, Dakota, I can be a smart ass most of the time. When I'm sick, I'm not. But I lost my train of thought. I was trying to see if it would come back. Okay. In other words, don't jump off the bridge with the first person that comes along and says the right thing or makes the right moves. Make sure that that's their real intention and thoughts, and that they're not just there messing with you to turn around and walk away and leave you high dry. You don't want that to happen. Diane, I will try to get that in if I can. We closed questions earlier because I'm loaded down. But if I can squeeze you in, I will do so. Okay? All right. Next up is Old Windwalker. My choice of cards. Oh, you're a brave soul. Because you know if it's my choice, you're going to get a rebel card. Just because I love this deck. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Dakota. Yeah, my husband passed in 2001. I have family and friends, in-laws that don't understand how come I haven't remarried. I've been married. I did that already. And it was wonderful and great, fantastic. He was my soulmate, you know. Most people are lucky to get that once in their life. To me, it seems kind of greedy to want it twice. And I'm perfectly happy and comfortable being on my own. And I'm at that stage in my life where it's like, if Spirit wants someone to be in my life, he will come park his ass right up there at my front door, knocking and saying, okay, I'm here now. Because I'm not going to look. That just ain't going to happen. Okay. All right, old Windwalker. Step away from the crazy making diet for a hot second. Kale and spirulina taste like ass. Yuck. Says, eat some yummy shit. Bacon, chocolate, beer. Get some. I'm for that. Yeah. Let's do that one. I much prefer that. All right. Elaine Tanner, are you still in the house, my dear? Elaine. SASSY card. Oh, Windwalker, steak always sounds good. Just FYI. If anybody wants to get to my heart, it's steak and chocolate. Just not together, but Elaine is here. Yay. Bacon, I love. Nutella, they can flush that crap down the toilet. You're welcome, Dakota. All right, Elaine. It says, love. Get some, give some. It will cheer your ass up. It will. I can guarantee that one. Let's see here. Alrighty. Catherine. Hello, Hello, All right, Catherine, you're up. Well, Edward, let them know they got to have money. I am not going to marry another poor man. I did that the first time around. And while it didn't matter to me if he had money or not, and it doesn't matter to me if anybody that comes after does or not, that's just a hard damn life. And I'm almost 64 years old. It's like, yeah, no, I'm ready to be pampered and looked after. Oh, I'm sitting there shuffling the Rebel deck. Catherine asked for an oracle card. See, talking and not paying attention. That's what happens. Hi, Shelly Joe. Me neither, huh? I mean, I've had friends and family members that they just can't live alone. You know, they can't not be attached to someone. And, you know, okay, if that's what makes you happy, then go for it. I'm just perfectly comfortable with being myself. And I mean, I've already got a house full of men anyway. I've got my son, my brother, my nephew, 2 dogs, a lizard. The cat and I are the only 2 females in the house. Everybody else is, I'm surrounded by testosterone, you know, so why would I want to add more? Actually, I would say the majority of my male friends are all gay anyway. So, and that's okay too. Gives us something to talk about. Because they're usually into the same things that I like. So that kind of helps. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right, Catherine. Aloha. I drew for you the spiral dancer. Circuitous route, perception. Route, however you want to say it. It says the spiral dancer moves with her own rhythm and steps to music only she can hear. She takes you on a path that is winding and circular. She assures you that what you're experiencing as a setback is really part of an upward spiral. Perception is everything. You're not, what does that say? You're not retracing your steps or going backward, but rather around and up. She says that you can be comforted, knowing that your path is one of success, adventure, and experience. Follow her, for she dances along a magical way. All right, well, I'm going to have to borrow her from you because that sounds like a fine way to live one life, right? Dance in an upward spiral. Things just get better. There you go. So I hope that resonated with you, Catherine. I actually did an affirmation yesterday, day before yesterday. We were talking about the importance of singing. And it was like, yeah, singing has been used since the dawn of time to sing of joy or happiness, to sing in lament because you've lost someone or something. Singing makes people happy, especially if you can actually carry a tune, which is why I don't sing because, yeah, we're not going to go there. I want to keep my subscribers. I don't want to lose any because I can't sing worth a flip. The music is here, but it doesn't come out there. So, yeah, MJ, the animals tend to take over the beds in this house too. So it's like, it's pretty bad when you find yourself sleeping on the floor because the dogs took over the bed, Make a joyful noise. That's another one. Absolutely. Okay, Coco, a card, please. And you did not say what kind of card. Dun, dun, dun. So that means you're getting a rebel card. That's the cure-all for that. There's some other newer naughty cards that have come out that I need to sit down and take a look at and see if I can improve my pile here. Yeah, my mother had a very pretty voice. Now my brother, he's like me. Can't carry a tune in a bucket. Oh my God. I think he's actually worse than me. I don't know. But now my nephew, his son. Oh my God. That child has a voice that'll blow your socks off. It's like the first time I heard him sing, I was literally jaw on the floor going, where the hell did that come from? It didn't come from our side of the family, that's for sure. It must have been from his mama's side of the family. I don't think we have anybody in our family that sounds like that when they sing. Hi, Warrior Widow. All right, Coco Girl. Shame, regret, and guilt. Those are just bullshit. Forgive. Let that shit go. Good advice. Good advice. What, Katie Bear? I hear you whining. Arwin, are you still here, Arwin? Arwin the Gray. And you would like a oracle card. Okay. Here we go. Arwin, there you are. Yay! All right. I did not get to go to the big island, Catherine. I was on Oahu. That was the only island I got to go on. And since it was a free trip to Hawaii, I didn't complain because that got checked off of my bucket list. When my son was still in the Navy, he was assigned. His port was Pearl Harbor. That was his home port. And so when he got back from his second deployment, Mama got a free trip to Hawaii for a week, which was really, really great. And I could so live there. I just have to figure out where to get the money to do so, because it is expensive. All right, Miss Arwin, let's see what we got here for you. Take a sip. All right. The Lady of the Gift. Generosity, receiving, withholding. It says, the Lady of the Gift brings a message of tithing. To be your ally, she requires you to look at the nature and method of your giving to others. The world is your church, and you only need to distribute 10% of your wealth to others to ensure that the flow continues. Yet this doesn't necessarily mean giving money away, nor does it imply a direct action. What? A direct action of charity, even though the tradition of tithing is material. In fact, the kind of tithing the lady asks of you isn't tangible or material at all. She's asking you to look at all human beings as important in the divine scheme of things and show others that you believe in them. Pay attention to how you treat people and be mindful of your perception, even of seemingly poor strangers. If you see others as successful and abundant and act as if you believe they have value, blessings all around are assured. Your belief in others has greater value than you could fathom. This alone guarantees your success long term. Remember that you can only keep what you're willing to give. I like that message. That's kind of deep. All right. Got one eye. But actually, both of them do it. I have dry eye. And when you have dry eye, it causes your eyes to overproduce tears to make up for the dry eye. But the overproduction of tears makes your eyes more dry. Figure that one out if you can. I've actually seen a specialist for it. And they can do something about it, but it's like 8 consecutive visits that you can't miss no matter what. It has to be like 8 weeks straight where you go in every week. Every procedure. So every week it's $1,000 because the insurance doesn't cover it. So I'm like, yeah, we're not doing that. Forget that one. All right. Absolutely. Y'all sing as loud as you can, belt it out. Who gives a crap what anybody else thinks or if you're on key or not? my brother, this must be telling on my brother day. He walks around the house and he sings everything. Like that inner dialogue that we were talking about earlier. Well, his inner dialogue conveys itself in song. And he literally, as he's doing things to remind himself of what he's doing, this step, next step, and the step after that, he starts singing a song and he just sings about what he's doing, singing about putting food in the dog bowl and water in the dog bowl. And the minute he starts, the dogs start dancing around, and they think it's great. But he doesn't let anybody stop him. He just sings at the top of his lungs. And I'm quite proud of him for that because I don't. Oh, wow, Arwin, I didn't even hear about that. Did that happen today? So I stayed away from the news today, so I honestly can't tell you what happened today. But absolutely, y'all, take a moment. I mean, we've got our own members that are going through medical issues and stuff that we've all been praying for, but this is really bad because we now have a FEMA that's being run by the village idiots and a leader in chief who is determined to do away with the program because of abuse and fraud. It's like, really, dude? I don't think so. But yeah, we can certainly just everybody stop and take a breath. Send that healing energy. Send that strong golden light. Let it protect those that are there and keep them safe inside that bubble. And let them get the help they're going to need to recover. That's the hard part, is picking up the pieces afterwards. Okay. Yeah, see, it's and not to make this a political show, but that's been one of the main goals of the Republican Party since Reagan, was see how many government functions, how many departments, how many whatever can we break to the point of no return, so then everybody is willingly handing over their money to us and saying, here, you take care of it. What do you think they're going to do with that? I mean, seriously. You think that they're going to actually get that FEMA money showing up for them? I don't think so. And that's what happens when you start mixing your politics with your religion, with your supposed moral compass. You make stupid decisions and even stupider laws. And yes, I know stupider is not a word, but too bad. Okay. Donna O'Brien. Donna, are you still here, my dear? A nice card. Donna, Donna, Donna. Donna, Donna, Donna. Hi, Jenny. I mean, yes, the Department of Education needed some rehauling. It had kind of lost its way. But demolishing it is one of the worst things that can happen. It was one of the things that kind of set us apart to the rest of the world, was because everyone had the right to be educated and to have it provided to them at no cost. Or at least originally, that's how it started out. Yeah, exactly, JW. And right now, the Republicans own the House and the Senate. So I'm not holding my breath on this. Donna, you still here, my darling? Because if you're not here, we're going to move on to the next one. Going once, going twice. Sold to the doggy in the window. All right. Kimberly Cross. Kimberly, are you still here, my dear? She is here. Oh, there's Donna. Okay. All right. I got Kimberly up right now, Donna. Hold tight. I'm going to read Kimberly's. Is Kimberly here? All right. All right, Donna, this one's for you. Ooh. We'll see if Kimberly shows up. Oh, there's Kimberly. Okay. All right, Kimberly, this card I'm reading now is for Donna. And then I'm going to draw one after Donna's, and that'll be yours. So, because I don't like the thought of missing anybody. Okay. Donna, I pull for you the Altar Priestess, Preparation, Prayer, Sacred Ritual. And it says, the stage is set and the world is waiting for you to take your place in sacred meditation and prayer. As your ally, the Altar Priestess brings the ritual of reverent interaction with the mundane world. You're being required now to see everything as sacred, all of life as a meditation, and every action as a prayer of devotion. When you're able to perceive the world in this way, your question will lead you to the appropriate answer. If all is sacred, how can anything be wrong? Ask how you can shift your consciousness to see your circumstances through the eyes of the divine, and you will realize how perfect and sacred everything is right now. Okay. I like that. That's a good card. All right, Donna, that one was yours. And now we're going to do Kimberly. Hi, Andrea. I haven't seen you in forever and ever. Hey, Andrea, questions are closed, but I'm going to star you and I'm going to try to squeeze you in at the end, okay? I make no promises, though. All right. Kimberly. You got the Rainbow Prince, compensation, perseverance. It says, when the rainbow prince appears as your ally, he reminds you about the law of compensation and the law of receiving. After the rainstorm you've endured on your journey, the rainbow prince brings you a pot of gold, which is the result of your using all the elements of your inner light and reaching into the sky until you touch the material realm from one end to the other. That would be a cool trick. This isn't always an easy process, and hard work must be rewarded by compensation. When you align yourself with the energy of giving the highest value, your compensation is inherent in the act itself. But the message here is more than that. The Rainbow Prince says to keep your sights on the sky after the rainstorms that may have upset your life. Follow your bliss to the pot of gold waiting for you. Perseverance pays off, and your reward will be greater than you can imagine. Oh, I like that card too. I forget what a good deck this is until I pull it out and start using it. And it's like, oh, wow, I forgot about that one. Okay, Kimberly, I hope that resonated. Same with you, Donna. And let's see. We got Jenny Strauch. Is it Strauch? Strauch? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. And I don't really want to say it wrong. All right. Card would be great. All right. You didn't have a preference, so you're getting a rebel card. Because those are fun. Yeah. How the hell did I get a bruise on my arm? There's no telling. I'm used to being called whatever. Yeah. I always tell people, hey, you works. Just, hey, you with the silver hair. I'm talking to you. It's dark and you can't see a fucking thing. Get your head out of your ass pronto. Well, that's one way of looking at it, I guess. Alrighty. Oh, thank you, Francesca. That's awfully sweet. I like being able to help others. Makes me feel good. And it helps them as well, makes them feel good. So it's a win-win. Everybody gets to feel good. And that's my main goal in life. Is to have fun and make everybody feel good. All right, Bora Bora, you're up. And I know you're here because I just saw you. Where are you at, Bora Bora? Oh, thank you, Marine. God, y'all gotta make me blush or cry. I don't know which one. I could be a real bitch if I have to be. I just don't like to be that way. But, ask my family. They'll tell you, yeah, she ain't no saint. All right, Bora Bora. I know you got to be around here somewhere. You don't give up that easy. Ah, here we go. All right. The Lady of the Mirror. Reflection, non-judgment. The Lady of the Mirror is both ally and challenger, asking you to see yourself in the mirror made by the events in your life. She represents the powerful force of the law of attraction and reminds you that what you are is what you attract. This isn't to say that you need to blame yourself for inviting transgressions or if you can find yourself a victim of a big picture event, say like a war. This is a distorted interpretation of this law. Certain events are fated to test our faith. Rather, find yourself within the web woven through your life, your relationships, opportunities, desires, seeming failures, and successes. Well, that's a lot. Observe how you've responded to life's challenges, great and small, and be aware of what is familiar in the present. Release all judgment and accept things exactly as they are with love. The Lady of the Mirror asks that you honor every part of your story as essential to your highest unfolding. Can you see yourself as being exactly where you need to be on your path? Do you love what you see in the mirror? Can you perceive your part? Can you perceive your part in your reactions and the motives behind your current inquiry? You will find your answer in a thorough and honest self-appraisal. I like that. That's nice. Oh, there you are, Bora Bora. Okay. I knew you had to be around here somewhere. All righty. Samantha, are you still here? Oh, Samantha. You didn't specify, so you get a naughty card. Alrighty. All right, Samantha, I drew for you. You're going through some tough shit. Everyone has their turn. Welcome to yours. Gather your tired ass up and handle it. Sounds like somebody talking to me. Yeah. We've all been there. All righty. Celtic Seer, are you still here? You didn't specify, so you get a naughty card. Seemed like I saw her just a minute ago. Of course, my just a minute ago's could have been 45 minutes. What's Edward doing now that gets an wow? Oh, okay. Cool. Edward's doing readings in the chat while I'm pulling cards. It's called teamwork, y'all. And you know, And I realize some readers have issue with this. Let me be straight from the get-go. I do not. If you get a hit, somebody in the chat is asking a question, and either I haven't gotten to that question yet, or I'm giving an answer and you get a hit off of that, or you have cards and you throw a couple of cards on it that, even if it's the opposite of what I say, I'm not 100% infallible by any means, but I have no problem with people offering you their interpretation of something in the chat, because I figure we're all learning together with this. And, Spirit may be showing me the answer in one way and then giving another answer to someone else in a way that they would comprehend that I maybe wouldn't. And therefore, they're going to get a little bit of a different answer. And that's okay, too. So, before you do it in somebody else's chat, make sure they don't have an issue with it, because some of them can. There have been some people in the past that are like, yeah, they it's like, come on, man. It's just. So, but I do not have a problem with it at all. All right, Celtic Seer. That's just dollar signs. It says, make it rain. If it's not raining men, then make sure it's raining money. And I'm a happy camper. No. Y'all remember that song, Raining Men? It's raining men. Hallelujah. I can hear the tune in my head, but it doesn't come out of my mouth the same way. You're welcome, Bora Bora. Alrighty. MJ420, thank you for that donation. Diane, are you still here, Diane? What do I see for the Gulf Coast region for? Oh, girl. Look. Yeah. I live on the Gulf Coast. Trust me when I say I don't like what I have drawn to date for hurricane season, because I keep getting cards saying it's going to be really bad. But then my card said that last year too. And so I think in my interpretation of that is the simple fact that climate change is real. It's getting hotter and hotter and hotter, which heats up the water, the temperature of the Gulf of Mexico. And yes, I said the Gulf of Mexico, not the Gulf of America. That's BS. But because of climate change, because of the amount of fresh water that is now being introduced into oceanic saltwater, that's going to change the jet stream and how it flows around the planet, right? We've all seen pictures of the pretty wavy lines that go across. That's basically it. But for the last 2 years, well, this will be the second year running, we just had what was it? Was it Harvey was the last one that was really bad, that just sat on Houston, on top of Houston, and just kept dumping water. I have a feeling that okay, they're telling me the closer we get to achieving that kind of, I don't know, heat factor, I guess, between the water and the land and the air and just all of this crap, that all it's going to take is just one little misstep in any direction can really, really, really have detrimental effects. I live on the Gulf Coast myself. We're neighbors, Diane. You're in Texas. I'm in Florida. I'm in Louisiana. I used to live in Florida many, many years ago. So yeah, Winnie Boo, I'm a little blue dot in a very red area. Hell, we got a MAGA governor, a MAGA House, and a MAGA Senate. I don't know what I did to deserve that punishment, but and I got this last year too, so I don't know. Last year, as hurricane season started up, I got the very clear message that a Cat 6 was soon going to be introduced to us. And sure enough, last year, just about the time hurricane season opened up, one of the officials came out from the weather service, whoever does that, to say that there was a really strong chance in the next few years, is how he put it, of a Category 6 hurricane. Now, for those who don't know a lot about hurricanes, a Category 5 means sustained winds, not gust and stopping and gust and stopping. Sustained winds of 156 miles per hour. That's what bumps you into a 5. And now, we got another hurricane season coming. And I just like I felt last year, although thank God it didn't happen last year, but I'm feeling a 6 coming. A very strong 6 is coming. Cat 6 is what I mean, Category 6. That would be sustained winds of over 200 miles an hour. Think about that for a minute. That's not wind gusts bringing in that level. That's sustained winds, nonstop. That's what's blowing. And it's taken several of our weather folks that work in the fields, the storm chasers, that have come back and said, whatever hits us anywhere between, say, Galveston and maybe Panama City in this part of the Gulf, it's going to be devastating. Lake Charles got hit by 2 hurricanes, several years back. Lake Charles is like a 45-minute drive west from me. I was actually born in Lake Charles. Have family that still live in Lake Charles. One of my cousins had a tree in the middle of his living room. That was during 45's first term. It took 2 years to get FEMA to come get the damn tree out of the middle of this living room. I'm talking a big old oak tree that got ripped up and put right down in the middle of his house. Through the roof, into the living room. It was his mama's house. Yeah, they forecasted level 6, Cat 6 last year. And that first one that hit Florida on the Gulf side, y'all know Teacher Barbara, you see her in the chat all the time. She was like dead center bullseye where that hurricane went in. They had to evacuate and fast. We were very worried about her. I think she lost her roof or part of her roof or something. Yeah, right, Winnie Boo. I agree with that one. But I'm seeing a 6 coming. I thought it was going to hit us last year. And we managed to skate around it. I don't even think we hit a 5 last year. I think a 3 or maybe it was a 4 was the strongest. But the strength of the hurricanes are based on, like I said, sustained winds. When is it going to hit land? Is it hitting at high tide or low tide? That makes a huge difference when it comes to that storm surge. That could be a difference of a 6-foot storm surge as opposed to a 30-foot storm surge. I've lived through 3 Cat 5 hurricanes here on the Gulf Coast, personally. Rode them out. I would not do that again at this stage. It's gotten too scary. The storms have gotten stronger. The storm surges have gotten stronger. And if you are anywhere on the Gulf Coast or the East Coast, I would say have a bug out bag packed and ready to go. Make sure you have bottled water, canned food, anything non-perishable that you don't have to cook and you don't have to refrigerate. Okay. Keep yourself a bug out bag. You know, make sure you gather up all your important papers, birth certificates, passports, marriage certificates, death certificates, anything of any import, insurance papers, most definitely, your mortgage payment paperwork showing that you own this house, you're paying a mortgage on it. Anything along those lines. Make sure you've got those sealed up in like Ziploc bags and stored with your bug out bag. And that way, if it hits and they say evacuate, you grab your shit and you go. I wasn't aware that other psychics were already predicting for it. Usually they wait till a little closer to the start of storm season. But yeah, I've just got a really, really bad feeling. Yes, Elaine, thank you. I didn't think to say that. Food for your pets, bottled water for your pets. You don't want them drinking tap water because if it's dangerous and can contaminate you, it can do the same to your animal. Also, you can go on Amazon, you could probably get it in bulk or go to Costco or somewhere. But you can buy little small portable cat litter trays. All right. Already has some litter in it. The tray lasts until it lasts. You just chunk the whole thing out. Buy enough that you could probably get through a month or so on kitty litter on a little, thing. Put that in the bug out bag. Granted, this is going to be one hell of a size bag you're going to pack, but you want everything together. You do not want to be hearing evacuate now and you're running around the house trying to figure out where is everything and what did I pack and what have I forgotten. Already have that ready to go before hurricane season even gets here. Buy a spare set of toothbrushes, hairbrush, toothpaste, all that, soap, shampoo, whatever. Have it in the bug out bag, ready to go. Water purifying tablets too. Yes, thank you, Dakota. That's another good one. But you want to candles, the little sterno. They're like they're usually like this big around, maybe this deep, and they're little bitty tins of what they call sterno. That when you pop the top, you can light it, and it's like it looks like the little things they put under like a catering dish to keep food warm. Basically the same concept. I feel like I'm in a damn time loop because the cat keeps jumping up, jumping up, jumping up. It's like, am I repeating it? This is Groundhog Day, you know. Yeah, make sure you have a spare set of leashes and collars. Make sure you have your pet's paperwork to show that they've been vaccinated against rabies and all that kind of stuff. It just, I mean, you can go online and you can Google, you know, what to prepare to evacuate for a bad storm, etc. And you can get a full, complete list of everything to get you out. I'm just, you know, I'm going more from experience. I don't think I've ever printed out a list before, but I know what we always had to have and what we always got pissed because we forgot to pack it. Batteries for a radio. Make sure you get one of those little transistor type radios that you can at least listen to the news. You know, a weather radio. You can get those. It's just nothing but weather channels. Batteries for that. Candles. It's yes, old crayons can be used for candles. They will burn just like anything else. But the kitty litter, yeah, I learned about that when I went on a trip across country with my cat that I had for 16 years. And I was like, how the hell am I going to haul this cat? No litter box. And my mother was the one that said, oh, I saw something in the store. It was like a disposable kitty litter tray. I was like, I never heard of that. So we went to the pet store. Sure enough, there they were, you know, just little trays. You usually get like 2 to 4 in a pack. You know, they just fit one right on top of the other. And when I would stop to stay in the hotel over the night to continue my trip, I just bring one of them in with me. The cat had it to use. And, you know, the next morning we got ready to leave. I would go throw it in the dumpster. Done deal. You know, just sit and imagine what your world would be like if there was no electricity, no internet, no running water, or, you know, or what they call potable water. You know, there may be water to flush the toilet with. Maybe even that's not 100%. Depends on how your toilet system is set up. But yeah, it can be very scary. And the more you prepare, It's better to be prepared and have all this crap there and not need it than need it and not have it. Trust me on that. Okay, I think I had one last draw. And that was for Andrea 54. If you're still here, Andrea, I will pull a Rebel card for you. And then we are going to say goodnight. Because we've been on for 2 hours and 11 minutes. Andrea's here. Yay. And I got to give y'all credit. You hang with me, don't you? All right. It says, shame, regret, and guilt. Those are just bullshit. Forgive. Let that shit go. Just say, adios. Out the door you go. Okay, well, sorry for the tangent on hurricanes, but somebody flipped my switch on that. I think it was Edward. I'm going to blame him. Yeah. Me too, but I had an early start this morning because I had a class with Nath taught a class through the Tabby, which is actually a British psychic community that he was teaching a class for today. And he had contacted me earlier in the week and said it's only like $10 for the class, for like a 2-hour class if you're free, if you want to, come on, here's the link and you can sign up for it. So I was like, cool. So I did that at 9:00 this morning. I'm sitting there like, I can't see anything. He's trying to get my eyes to open up. And tomorrow's Mastering Mental Wellness with Isaac. We'll be discussing suicide. Fun topic, yes. But a necessary one. So thank y'all for hanging with me. Oh my God, 2 hours and almost 15 minutes. Y'all just too kind to me, I swear. You really, really are. Y'all are too much. Thank you so much. Welcome to the new members. I was able to give away 5 1-month membership. I've got 5 left I can give away next weekend. So, and I have no control over who it gets given to. It's randomly picked by the algorithm. So, what do you mean, what did you do? Edward, you can't play innocent with us. You don't let the cat out of the bag, dude. All right. Y'all have a wonderful night. A great weekend. What's left of it? And a good week. Tomorrow afternoon, Mastering Mental Wellness with Isaac. Monday night is Draining the Swamp, my political show. It will be Arthur's birthday, so he will not be there because he's going to go out and celebrate, which he has every right to do on his birthday. And Mel just got out of the hospital day before yesterday. I don't expect him to show up. In fact, I'm going to fuss at him if he does. But I have Marina from Heart Centered Tarot and Allie from Heart and Soul Connected. They're going to join me Monday night for Draining the Swamp. And yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be good. All right. Y'all have a good evening. Have a great week. And now that I'm feeling better, I'm trying to get caught back up on the daily affirmations and the daily political energy readings. Get those back up and rolling again. So have a great evening. Morning, I guess, at this point, right? Yeah, it's after midnight this morning. Bye, y'all.